Good evening, welcome back to my unique space. Today we are going to deal with the poem Which Language Should I Speak by Arun Kamble. Arun Krishnaji Kamble was an Indian Marathi language writer, professor, politician and Dalit activist. He was the president and founding member of the movement called Dalit Panther. Which language should I speak is a poem of contrast consisting of mere two stanzas. Arun Kamble portrays the refinement and raw usages of the same language. In other words, privilege defines the so-called gentleness. Looking at the very first stanza, we see a character of grandfather swearing at grandkid. He calls him son of whore outright. Whore means prostitute. This doesn't mean that he is hated the grandfather tells him to use the language as used by him and other people of the community. At a glance, this might mean to advise using the swear words. Well, never. This is suggestive of the fact that one should use the language defining one's community. In other words, language acts as a root of one's identity. Forgetting the language here means forgetting one's home, one's root. So, in the first stanza, we can see a grandfather and a grandkid. They belongs to the low caste. And in the second stanza, we can see a Brahmin teacher who belongs to an upper caste. And the second stanza is a stark contrast of the first stanza. The same grandkid in the second stanza, the same grandkid is in the attire of a student now. He is being advised by a Brahmin teacher to use the language correctly, which means that she is asking him to use the language of the upper class because they are considering it as the correct language. It is a good language, and she is smoking at him for using their language. Then, what would be the correct language? This is a language devoid of rough sides, totally polished. In other words, a language that has no soul. Then, while concluding the poem, the narrator in the first person leaves a question to the reader. Which language should he speak? What kind of language will complete him? It does have a finite answer. Yes, yet one may say that the narrator might eventually move towards his parent language, his roots and his home. That's all about the small poem, Which Language Should I Speak? Which is consisting of only two stanzas. Then bye, see you with another video.